Hey guys, Dr. B. It's just a quick little review for the exam you have on a Wednesday. Again, we talked about a lot of these things in class. I'm just going to spend a few minutes on them points-wise and then show you some questions you might see, hint, hint, from the exam. So obviously chemical and mechanical waste, chemical and mechanical weathering, definitely you want to be able to know the difference between them. We spent a fair amount of time on those as well. There's also a fair amount of points on soil horizons, so you definitely want to know like kind of what the different soil horizons are relative to order of them, etc. And then obviously hydrologic cycle and characteristics of hydrosphere, obviously large percentage of points on those, so those are definitely words you'd want to be aware of and spend some time on. And again, glaciers, we spent a fair amount of time on most of these. Definitely want to understand how they're formed, their role in the rock cycle, their role in the hydrologic cycle, and of course all the different physical characteristics glaciers can form, which many of these are, almost all of them are. And then finally, relationship between climate and weathering and potential impact of climate change on water supplies. So we talked about this as well. So those are just kind of big ticket items. So let me move now to the few exam questions. Again, for you, this might be question 10, it might not be. Regardless, you'll have one on either version of the exam. So obviously this is more of just a straight up definition of each soil horizon layer question. And some go a little farther with this, more so your understanding of each layer compared to the layer above it and below it. Good example of understanding the difference of chemical weathering and mechanical weathering in terms of humidity or climate, which is good. I like that question because it definitely, there would be a various difference between weathering in a dry versus the humid, so knowing why is important. I'm just showing you this. This is a particular diagram that is on the exam, and there's some information obviously about that. And finally, I want to give you part of this question. This is worth a fair amount of points, but you want to be able to discuss this question, and obviously the fundamental part of it would be potential impact of climate change on something, and you'll find out what the something is, but clearly it's related to climate change and the particular question stated above. So in terms of the snow melt across arid regions. So there you go. That should be enough for you to go on to kind of get a sense of what you're going to see. And if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you Wednesday.